This video is for Real Estate Photographer Pro photographers and videographers. Things to do at a photo shoot and things not to do at a photo shoot. Informal, so I'll try to cover everything I can think of, but it just kind of give you a sense of what happens at a photo shoot and things that you should do. So when you're shooting for Real Estate Photographer Pro, you want to the customer doesn't know if you're a contractor, an employee, owner of the company. So there's no reason to explain that or even discuss that. So when you're there for Real Estate Photographer Pro, you're the representative of realestatephotographerpro.com. So just handle it that way. You really don't want to get into pricing. You know, we can do that for you. If you get into a situation where you're not sure, you're always welcome to call us, 615-310-7171. But when you're there interacting with the agent, you just want to stay focused on what was ordered and anything they might want to add on. You just want to clarify what they want to add on and go ahead and capture that information, and then we can follow up with the agent to see, clarify the add-ons may cost more, what do they want to do. But you just letting you know, you don't have to talk pricing, just have to capture what they want, what was ordered. If they want extra, go ahead and capture it, and then we can cover the add-on fees at the discussion. And just so you know what I do, when there's an add-on, whether it's a virtual order, extra photos, you let us know, and then we will cover that with the agent. And how I do that, like let's just say they ordered 30 photos, but they actually needed 50 photos. We will do a desktop video and send that to them and saying, hey, it looks like you needed more photos than you ordered. Here's the photos we have. We have 60. Do you want us to cut it to 30, or do you want us to, we think the order needs to be 50? And they can, in the desktop video I'm doing, they can see all of the usable photos. It's like the even exposures, not all the brackets, but all the even exposures, unedited. And I will do a short 2-minute video and say, no, this is what we have. I'll run through the photos really quick and make a suggestion on what they should do. If we can do that earlier, and the earlier we can do that in the day, the better and faster we can come to a conclusion on what the agent wants. If it's someone that I've worked with for years, I can usually make a decision for them and we're okay. Sometimes agents just click on the first thing in the online shopping cart because they're in a hurry and they haven't really thought about what the property needs. Now, if you get there and they say, oh, I need a walkthrough video, I didn't order a walkthrough video, obviously everyone knows that's going to be an extra fee. And you just let them know, hey, I'm going to do the walkthrough video, but Real Estate Photographer Pro is going to bill you for that video you did not order. And that happens to me probably twice a month, where the real estate agents get there, they're excited, and they see, hey, this is a really nice property. The owner's got it really done a good job getting it ready, so they add on a walkthrough video. So just letting you know about that. And so first thing when you do, you get there, let the customer know, let the real estate agent know you're there. Let them know this is what I do. My name is Kenneth Burton. I'm with Real Estate Photographer Pro. Just letting you know I'm here. If you could you go ahead and move your cars, and if they haven't put their trash cans in, I'll ask them, and if they're able, ask them to put their trash cans in the garage. If they've got any security signs, we can move that. If no one's there and you can't move those things, sometimes I will just edit those things out in Lightroom. It's gotten really easy. Not cars, but trash cans and security signs and little things like that. I usually never move the real estate agent sign because you can just take that out in Lightroom when you're processing the files. But that's your call. But the main thing is you let them know you're there, then they know you're there, and they can finish their prepping. If they seem like they're not ready and they say, hey, they do one of those deals, while you're shooting the house, we're going to have to move a few things, and this is the main reason for letting them know you're there. They say, we're going to have to move a few things. And you say, hey, how many things are you going to move? And they say, oh, we've got dog crates, cat toys, walkers, strollers, joggers. Here's what I do. I say, look, while I'm here, before I get started, let me go back out the car, get my camera, let me shoot one room and use that one room. Let me get that one room completely shot, and then you use that room as a storage room. So while I'm outside doing the drone photos and the outside photos, they fill up that room with all of the storage items. What you don't want to get into is a situation when you're in the house, you're playing leapfrog with items and they're moving stuff on you, because that stuff will end up in the photos because they're just moving it around the room, and you're going around the room like taking photos. It'll end up in a background edge of a photo, and it will take forever. So if you can create a storage room for them, they can throw all that items in. Yes, at this point now your photos are a little bit out of order because you're shooting the front. You may even be shooting the backyard to give them some extra time. You're doing all your drone photos, and you've already shot one room inside to finish that off and create a storage room. So you'll have to reorder your photos in Lightroom, but it will save you so much time, so you're not in a situation where they're following you around the house moving items. That takes forever. And you're having to reset and reset because they're walking in front of the camera. In a perfect world, you'll get there, let them know you're there, everything's ready. You start in the front yard, you get your hero shot, your 3 shots in the front, walk up to the door shot, and then follow the traffic pattern. I let them know I'm going to follow the traffic pattern. I'm going to shoot the house the way it's laid out, and then before I go to the backyard, I'm going to measure the house, and I let them know the measurements is just collecting data. You don't have to do anything to get ready for that, and it'll only take me about 6 to 10 minutes to do that at the most. I will be in your closets, but I'm going to do photos first, and then I'll do measurements second, and then I'll shoot the backyard. And then somewhere in that discussion, I will clarify, are there any animals or dogs, cats that I need to be aware of? And can we make sure those are all in one room? And then my other sentence, called a selling sentence, to let them know I need them to be out of my way. If you can see me, you are in the photo. Because like if they're standing in the living room and you're circling the living room, you're circling the kitchen, they're gonna end up in the photo and they're just trying to move. So I just say, look, hey, we can talk and carry on, but you just need to say just in the next room. And if you need to make conversation, you can. But preferably, my last thing I say is, look, if you can see me, you're going to end up in the photo because I'm shooting wide, and some of these main spaces, I'm going to take 3 or 4 photos, so I'm going to circle the room, so I need to have access to that room wall to wall. And then usually they get out of your way. Never talk about price, never talk about the market, never talk about other customers, never talk about what's going wrong in the day. If you're a little late, just say, hey, I'm sorry I was late, and I'm here now, we're going to get started. And the only thing I ever bring up with an owner is just, hey, nice house, just where are you guys moving to next? Try to make it a positive, something positive. But most of the time, people are not moving because of a positive reason. It can be a death, it can be a divorce, it can be a job loss. It's not, you think every time someone moves, it's something positive. That is not always true. They may have filed bankruptcy, they may have bought a house they can't afford and they're having to move somewhere else in another community that's less money. So there's about, I think, nationally 11 reasons why people move, and most of them are not positive. So just letting you know, if you haven't been in that situation. If you are ever in a situation where the property's not ready, take some cell phone photos and let us know. If you are in a property where you do not feel safe because either the community, the actual physical environment, or the people you are around, let us know and leave and let us know. So never be in a situation where you're not safe. Never speed or try to make up for extra time while you're trying to get to a photo shoot. It's not worth a ticket. If you're late, you're late. You just let people know you're running a little bit late. Yesterday I got 30 minutes behind, and because I was doing the Murfreesboro, Nashville, Hermitage, Spring Hill, Lewisburg loop. There was no way to catch up. I did get ahead at the end of the day over in the Lewisburg area because there's really no traffic over there. But doing that Murfreesboro up to Hermitage and down into Nashville and into Spring Hill, there's so much traffic and construction. If you get behind, you're gonna stay behind. So you can do a few little things to catch up, but speeding's not one of those things. It's being efficient and staying on task while you're on the job will get you caught up, and that's it. So those are some of the things and expectations when you're working for Real Estate Photographer Pro. We do appreciate your help. We hope that you have fun working with us, and we hope that this is a profitable relationship for you. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.